Okay, so what we want to do now is go ahead and pin it. You can see that on the fabric we have a couple red lines here that run down the edges there, and then two on that side. You want to go ahead and line up those red lines against each other. Here you can see that we have the black line. That's our crease line there, and that should be visible on the back side of the fabric. You can go ahead and cut it if you want. It doesn't matter. It's not going to harm it. If you don't want to pin this side, you don't have to. I'm a bit of a pinning fanatic, so I pin everything. A lot more than I have to. So go ahead and pin it all the way around. We want to leave the top open. Obviously, we're not going to be sewing that at all. We'll be sewing down this edge here, right along that red line, sewing down this edge, right along that red line, and then straight across the bottom. Okay, so on your sewing machine, what you want to do is you want to run right down that red line. This is very, very simple straight stitching. This is a great project for somebody who is just learning how to sew. You can take your pins out as you go. Most of the time I do, but for the sake of this video I'm not going to. Okay, you can get down to the bottom, go turn it, go straight across. So we get back over to that other red line and sew right up it. Okay, while that part is done, we've just sewn our three sides. You can go ahead and cut the top if you're anything like me. Your fabric at the top is going to be just terribly frayed. So you can go ahead and just trim that up however you like. You can throw some fray check on the top. You can put a little Elmer's glue on it to prevent it from fraying. Anything that you want that's going to work for you. And this is a very, very flexible pattern. Okay, so you can see these are going to be little. They're mini luminaries, which is a lot of fun. If you want them bigger, you can take the PDF, split it in half, and make one on a full sheet of paper. But obviously they don't sit. We have to give them a flat bottom, right? So that's where these little lines come into the play. These little red lines that you can still see. What we need to do is we need to match up the seams and kind of flatten out that corner. Okay, you should be able to see through there that your red line, that little red line, should now line up and make a line all the way across the bottom. So you can go ahead and pin that. Okay, and then you want to do the exact same thing on the other side. And so again, you can see through that fabric that that red line lines up. And you can flatten out your seams if you want to. That's probably the best way to do it. But you know, if you're making 40 or 50 of these, or you have kids involved, it really is not going to make that big of a difference in the way that it sits. So there we have, it's pinned, and I'm sorry, the pin needs to go the other way. Okay, And what we're going to do then is we're now going to sew on that red line right there across it. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and sew it. And we're going to sew the other side as well, right across that red line. Okay, now that we've done that, we're going to go ahead and pull our pins out, and then we're going to go ahead and cut that corner right off on the outside of the stitches that we just did. We don't want to cut here, don't cut there, want to cut there, the very tip. Okay, and there we go, it's done.